Hello everyone, today we are discuss the app Inventor tutorial. To get started, go to the app Inventor on the web page. First we are go directly to ai2.appinventor.mit.edu on the browser and go to directly to browser and click the orange button from the app Inventor website. Here uh, here I am showing in the arrow mark that orange color create. You just click it. Next, it occurs login to the app Inventor with the Gmail or Google. Right here the username and password. And just click continue to dismiss the splash screen. Now start one of the web page, that is start a new project. Select start a new project showing in the arrow mark. Name the first you name the project name. I am giving a talk to me and no space. Type in the project name, underscores are allowed and no space are allowed. You whatever you want you give it and just click the OK. You are now in the designer where you lay out the user interface of your app. The design window, you choose things for the user interface, things like buttons, images and text boxes, and functionalities like a text to speech, sensors and GPS, etc. This is the one of the window, and here I am using the now I am in a designer window, and this left side is showing the palette. You choose the any one of the component here like button, checkbox, clock, text box, passwords, etc. And next one block is the viewer block. Here there are two options is there. One is the mobile mode, another one is tab mode. Which one is you are comfortable, you can be choose, and this is called viewer. Here you are arrangement the component you from the palette. Next block is a component. Whatever the palette from you are choosing, that is seen in the component. And next is a property window. The right side is there, and which one component you are selecting from the palette, that one you can be changed here in the property window. Like suppose you are choosing the button, then you can be changed the button name, button color, button height, button width, etc. This is the designer window. You can be design your project here. Next one, I am using one of the example here, selecting the button. So add a button. Our project needs a button. Click and hold on the word button from the palette in the palette and drag your mouse over the viewer and drop the button, and a new button will appear on the viewer as shown in the arrow mark, red arrow mark. You just select the button and drag into the viewer. Next, connect App Inventor to your phone for live testing. You have an Android phone or tablet, follow the steps below. If you do not have a device, then you follow the instruction for setting up the on-screen emulator. Opens a new page and then come back to this tutorial once you have gotten the emulator connected to App Inventor. Get the MIT AI2 companion from your Play Store and install it on your phone or tablet. Then you get the AI companion from the Connect toolbars. So how to get MIT AI2 companion? Get the MIT AI2 companion from the Play Store and install it on your phone or tablet. Start the AI companion on your device on your phone or tablet. Click the icon from the MIT AI companion to start the app. Note, your phone and computer must both be on the same wireless network. Make sure your phone's Wi-Fi is on and that you are connected to the local wireless network. Get the connection code from App Inventor and scan or type into your companion app. On the connect menu, choose AI companion. You can connect by either scanning the QR code by clicking the scan QR code or typing the code into the text window and click connect with the code like that. This is the first one is showing a scan QR code, or you are use the here giving the one code that is connect with the code. This is the connect to companion for live testing. See your app on connected device. You will know that your connection is successful when you see your app on connected device. So far your app only has a button, so that what you will see, you add more to the project, you will see your app change on your phone. Like that, you are in a connected device means whatever the MIT AI2 Play Store app you are installed in your mobile, you are connected with the computer to your device. Like that, one button is shown. Now we are successful to connect it to the computer to your device. Next we are doing the example change the text on the button. Just we are in this example previous we are doing just selecting the one of the button, but now we are change the button name also. On the property pane change the text for the button, select the text and text for button 1, delete it and type in talk to me. Notice that the text on your apps button change right away. Like that, in our example we are just drag the button. Now we are changing the button name is talk to me. In button we are select and go rename chair, use the text of the right properties and change it the name talk to me. Add a text to speech component to your app. Go to the media driver and drag out a text to speech component and drop it onto the viewer. Notice that it is dropped down under the non-visible component because it is not something that will show up on the app's user interface. It's more like tool that is available to the app. Like that, first you are select the media. I am showing in the round circle, round red color mark. Selecting the media. In this media we are selecting the text to speech and drag it into the viewer, and thereafter it is not shown in the viewer, it is a non-visible component, it's shown in the below. Switch to the block editor. Now we are moving to the designer to block editor. It's shown in a round circle mark like the here. It's a time to tell your app what to do. Click blocks. When you are clicking the blocks, what happened, what to do. You are telling to move over to the blocks editor. Think of the designer and block buttons like tabs. You use them to move back and forth between the two areas of the app eventer. The block editor is there. You program the behavior of your apps. There are built-in blocks that handle things like math, logic, and text, etc. This is the block area, and here we are choosing controls, colors, maths, etc. Okay, and first the flower bracket I am indicating here. Built-in blocks are always available. They handle things like math, text, logic, and control. And below component blocks are correspond to components you have chosen to your app. And here I am choosing the two app, a button and a text to speech. And this right side is the space for you assemble the blocks into your program. And below is showing the thresh for deleting unneeded blocks. Make a button click event. This is the block that will handle what happens when the button on your app is clicked. It is called an event handler. So first we are selecting the button. After you selecting the button, the event handlers occurs. So that is second one. I am choosing when button click, what happened. That one is a drag into the area. So program the text to speech action. Click on the text to speech drawer. Click and hold call text to speech speak block. Drag it over the workspace and drop it here. This is the block that will make a phone speak because it is inside the button click. It will run when the button on your app is clicked. Next, I am choosing a text to speech. When you button clicked, what will to speak? That one drop here. Next, fill the message to socket to text to speech block. When button is clicked, what will be speech? That text you will be right here. I am writing congratulations, you are made your first app. Almost done. You are just need to tell this text to speak block that way. Say that click on the text drawer, drag out the text block and plug it into the socket labeled message. So specify the app what you will be speak. Now test it out. Go to your connected device and click the button. Make sure your volume is up. You should hear the phone speak the space out loud. This works even with the emulator also. Like that, in your connected device, you just click it. Whatever the text you are writing, that is a speak out. Thank you for watching the app eventer video.